Your Toyota BC dealers presents BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. With your host, Mike Mitchell. BC Outdoor Sport Fishing is brought to you by Rapala, Kingfisher, Yamaha, and the Pacific Salmon Foundation.
Welcome everybody to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. I'm your host, Mike Mitchell. Today we got a special show here. We got Mike Duncan from Prestige Fishing. Mike, welcome. Thanks. And we got Rick Clark. Welcome, Rick. And Rick is our is a contest winner from Facebook.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Awesome.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll talk, Mike. First of all, whereabouts are we first?
So first off, right where we're standing at this moment is Kilby Park in Harrison Mills.
Okay.
And that's about 30 kilometers from Mission, 50 kilometers from Abbotsford.
Okay. And what are we going to be targeting today?
Our main target today is going to be chum salmon. We're going to be float fishing jigs for chum.
Okay.
And then if we have time this afternoon, and depending how warm we are, we'll go and try for some sturgeon out here on the Harrison River.
That'd be great. And Rick, of course, like I mentioned, you're a Facebook winner. You won a contest actually through us. Yeah. And one of the things that you do is you got actually a YouTube page. You've done some fishing video stuff. So tell us a little bit about that.
If you look on the internet via YouTube search or Google search, just type in one word, Born to Fish BC.
Yeah.
You can see some of my stuff.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff. It's real core. It's everyday stuff. It's actually pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
And you got some actually cool music. You got some friends that are doing some stuff, right? Local guys as well too, right?
Yeah, the band, the British Columbians, helped me out quite a bit. Yeah,
that's cool. So, and again, you're going to run the camera boat today, which is excellent. You're going to provide a second angle. Maybe you can get some fish for yourself too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of cool. But as you can see, we're wet from launching the boat, and I see that there's covers on those boats. So I'd rather be in the boat fishing rather than standing here. What do you guys say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
go.
some fish.
All right, get them.
Woo.
So this is the lucky jig today that Mr. Mike Mitchell's using. The pink lady, I like to call it.
She's a special gal.
Yeah, got some pink marabou and some tinsel flash in there, and the chum are all over
So
it.
you've tied these yourself, Mike?
Tied these myself, yeah. These are on a 4-aught Gamakatsu jig hook.
And so you're pouring the lead on these heads as well?
Yeah, these ones I poured the lead, and then I actually had some little paint, a little sample of paint.
And you also use beads as well too, right?
Beads as well, yeah.
Cool. Okay, we'll show that later. You got there, Mike?
Got a nice fresh November chum here, Mike.
Nice. What was that, 3 casts in for you?
Yeah, 3 casts.
Yeah, trying to get the reel all dialed in there.
I'm dialing in this nice Rapala reel here.
So, Mike, the regulations around here, we're allowed to keep 2 chum a day if they're
2 chum
really
a day.
up to you, but we're looking for something that's going to be dime bright and clean, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just the chum as well, they're one of the most pound per pound hardest fighting fish here.
Yeah, awesome.
So, just fighting these fish will be great today.
Well, here he is. He's still in control.
Nice action in the rod here.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
It's
that's a
got
beauty.
some bars on it.
That's a nice one.
That's a beauty, yeah.
Good net job, Mike. There, just leave that fish.
Keep this guy in there.
Keep him in the water here.
In the water. You know, we'll show people when we'll get this guy unhooked here. We'll show people what to look for when they're fishing for chum.
Yep.
This is because I've seen it happen on a few systems where guys are keeping chum and they're not going to be good table fare when they're all in their colors, right? And one of the things I look for is the belly color, right? On these chum, if the belly's kind of a dark gray or black, you don't want to keep it. You want to let those guys go. If the belly's kind of a light gray or white still, chances are it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see, like you can see underneath here, right? Like it's starting to color now, right?
Yep.
So my table fare, I wouldn't keep that for a table fare fish. I mean, that's starting to color. But if it's a lighter gray or a white, it should still be good, right?
Pretty good, yep.
Yeah. Cool, nice fish, Mike.
Nice fish.
Good start. Okay, we'll release this guy.
And here we go. Thanks for the fight, buddy. There it goes. Yeah, there we go. Mike's hooked up now. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good jumper, man.
This guy's gonna fly. This rod is so.
Good action on those rods.
Look at the rod bend, Mike. Oh, this is great. The rod is buckled right over.
Yeah, well, that's a nice fish, Mike.
Yeah, play this guy out a
Very
little
nice
bit
fish.
here. It's been a few years since I've like float fished,
Yeah,
and I forgot. Like, you know, you got to be on that
yeah, you gotta be
on that float, eh? And I just saw it go down. And I set up like, oh, I probably hit bottom, and then there it goes, right?
good fighting. Lots
We got
of,
like this is like a medium action spinning rod, so you can just see it just buckled. It's great. All right. November chum fishing with jigs. Awesome. I'm not in control yet, by the way.
yeah, I noticed that.
He's still dictating what's going on here.
Yeah.
Drag
Yeah, you
it.
went airborne there at the beginning. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and we're fishing so close in too,
Yeah.
right?
Fish are
I
tight.
thought that fight was going to be a lot. This fight's going to be a lot shorter, but it took off, right?
Yeah.
There's a beauty fish. Awesome. There you go. Get you some slack. So that little jig will pop right out there. It's a beauty. And again, that one, that's an iffy one. That could be a table fare
that's
fish.
a
but-
table fare. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but we're gonna get lots of fish.
We're gonna
Like
get
that's
lots
10
today.
casts in,
Yeah,
and the first 5 of them didn't count because we weren't ready.
that's right.
I'm gonna just release this girl here. Kick and a go. Nice. The water's warm. We'll go for a swim later.
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. All right.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back with more BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Closed captioning is provided by Ace Line Hauler, the only prawn trap puller built West Coast tough.
That was
Nice. That was a
I
good
was
jump.
just taking the slack out of the line too.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Mike casts out, and it's just like now, fish on.
Nice. Oh, beauty.
That's a nice looking chum too, buddy.
We were talking off camera, Mike. That this is a really underutilized fishery, which is great for your business,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
But
It's super.
this is something that what are we? November 8th? We November 8th here.
November 8th
And
out here.
there's we got 2 boats out. We got Rick Clark here's who's helping us with the camera boat.
Yeah.
And then we got another fellow up here doing some sport fishing. Other than that,
There's no one else.
we've seen a couple guys go blasting by, but there's nobody here.
There's no one here.
This
It's
is
awesome.
awesome. I mean, we've had 4 fish on now.
Yeah.
I know we haven't lost any, but we've had 4 fish on and probably under 25 casts total between the 2 of us. And I'm really surprised. I'm impressed with the clarity, how clean these fish are. Like I've fished for these things at this latest season, and they're done.
They're done. Yeah. No, this is the Harrison River Special. We got some good late run fish, and they're all hard fighters, and they're
Yeah.
pretty clean too. Probably the cleanest chum of the year too.
Nice, beauty. She's done. Gorgeous. So we're using 30-pound line right now. We're kind of, we could probably get away with a little lighter, but we want to get these fish in as fast as we can. Because if we're not going to keep them, we want to get them back out in the water. Good job,
right.
Mike. Nice net job. Show this beauty. And I think that's the 4th doe we've caught, Mike.
Yeah, most of these fish today have been does,
Yeah.
which is good to see. I mean, we're gonna have some good fish reproducing, right? So
Yeah.
beauty. Okay, you're out of the basket
I'll
here.
get this out of the way then.
Like that right
Beauty.
there, man.
Look at that. It's clean.
That's a very clean,
Yeah.
very clean,
Gorgeous, man.
gorgeous.
Look at the stripes. They're beautiful fish.
Yeah.
Too, eh? So
Yeah.
let's let her go and catch. Let's try to catch her future partner, maybe.
Sounds
a big male.
good. That's a nice fresh chum.
Nice
Look how
going.
quick- Look how quick that fish took off.
Perfect.
Just like that.
Learning with the pros. Brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers.
So this is how we tie my favorite chum jig that I like to use for when we're float fishing for chum salmon. And it was really, really productive for Mike on today's show. So what we want to do is we want to use a 3-aught or 6-aught thread. Any color, doesn't matter. And you want to have your threader there. And then what we were doing is we're using the Gamakatsu jig hooks here. This is a 4-aught. I like the 4-aught, a little bit better for hook setting. And that's what we're using. What I've done is I've poured my own lead from home in my shop there. And any weight, you can use the various weights. And what we are going to do is we're going to tie on some dark pink marabou and some light pink marabou as a combination, and it works really well in the clear water. So what you want to first do is apply your thread onto the hook. Kind of just cover up, build a good base here. And kind of just cut your tailpiece a bit. Rotate your vise as you need to. Build up the base a little bit more. Then I like to apply the dark pink first. Don't need to cut too much, but just find a good chunk that works. Just like that. Kind of line it up. You want it to go a little bit past the bottom of the hook, and then tie that in. Tie it in really well, as those big chums will tear your jigs to threads otherwise. Make sure that looks good. And take some of this light pink. Cut a chunk of that off. And then tie that in. You could also add a little bit of tinsel flash or crystal flash if you like to, or go as heavy as you want on the marabou. You don't have to go as light as I did. You can put more in, less in. They like it sparse sometimes, they like it full sometimes. And once you get a good enough build up here with your thread, then take your whip finisher, then whip finish, do 3 or 4, pull it tight, do your last cut, then you're good to go. Take it out of your vise, give it a couple of blows, trim it the shape if you need to, and there's your finished product for catching chum on the Harrison River. For more tips like these, visit the website bcoutdoorsmagazine.com.
That was cool. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Back in action.
Nice.
That was cool.
That was really cool. I had to
I
tell
think
you.
that float went about 6 inches.
Yeah, I didn't even think it went that far. Whew. I jinxed ourselves in the last one, Mike, when I said, "Oh, the rain's gone,"
Yeah,
and then it absolutely downpour opened up. Oh, look at the fight! Nice.
Yeah.
Downpour opened up on us here.
Yeah, here we go.
That's what happens in November
Oh,
sometimes.
well,
eh?
November, but the
Yeah.
fish are biting,
Yeah.
so. No, best days are always when it's raining. A nice bend in the rod
beauty,
here.
Yeah. So this time of year too, there are some coho kicking around.
Yep, you bet. Yeah, they kick around. I mean, after the Remembrance Day long weekends, kind of.
Yeah.
Coho fishing will slow down, and
Yeah.
actually chum fishing will slow down.
I've
too.
caught coho on the mouth of where the Harrison and the Chehalis.
Yep.
On Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Nice.
And one was bright, still
That's
bright.
awesome.
So, which was interesting.
Yeah.
That's a little late though.
That
but,
is. That's winter
This
run.
looks like a good fish too.
Yeah, it's a big buck, I think.
This is pretty simple setup too here. It's just a foam float, swivel, a little pencil lead weight,
Yeah,
and then some of the jigs you've tied up. Right.
that's right.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Pretty basic, and you're not long lining these fish at all. You're short floating, and the
Yep.
fish are actually biting.
Yeah.
So really aggressive. Man, this fish is just kicking my butt here.
It's awesome.
Know if it's that or the fact that my arms are falling off with after fighting so many of
Yeah,
them.
you're not
here.
used to fighting fish, are you?
Oh no, you know, normally I'm used to netting fish.
Yeah, that's right.
So, okay, I'll swing him around. If he wants to swing around, here we go.
Bring him into the slack water
yeah, right in
here.
the slack water right here. Oh, nice fish.
Oh, beauty. That's good size fish.
Good size.
He's got some color to him too. Oh, there he is down there.
he
I'm
is.
just we're not gonna stab at him here.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just pull him up and pull him head first in. And we'll turn his head. And boom.
Oh, there's a floater right behind the boat. That was weird. No, just look at him. He's
When
just kind of
zombie fish attack.
just floated up with an eye on us. Ooh, what do you got here? Okay, clear the jig out of the way.
There we go. Nice. Nice fish.
It's a male, eh?
Yeah, nice male.
See just the difference, a little bit of difference.
A little bit different jaw
Teeth
and
on it too, huh?
yeah, definitely you can tell they're not full of eggs, right? Narrow
Yeah.
belly.
Yeah,
Yeah, another nice Harrison River chum.
beauty. Well, let that guy go on. We'll see if we can't catch another one.
Sounds
Or
good.
2 or 3.
Quick recovery time too. These fish get off right away. There we go. Done.
All right, stuff. Nice job, buddy.
Do you guide or have a lodge that would like to host BC Outdoor Sport Fishing? Drop us a line at info@mountainviewproductions.ca. There's more BC Outdoor Sport Fishing right after this break. Let's get back on the water with BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. And now, here are all the secrets of our tackle and gear.
Hello, folks. We're going to talk to you a little bit about the gear that we've been using on today's episode. 2 different setups today, Mike. Really, right? We used a drift rod and then the spinning rod. So I'll go through the spinning rod first. It's a 9'6" North Coast. This is Salmon Steelhead Special Edition. We paired it up on this one. This happens to be the new Delta reel, spinning reel. The line is we used on both reels was a 30-pound Suffix, the new 832 Super Braid. You know, both rods. I mean, this rod today we had it buckled right over at one point. It was pretty cool seeing the action on it. Right?
Put it to the test for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll go put this one down, folks, and I'll show you this our drift rod setup here too. So this is a 10'6". This is the again North Coast. This is the medium light, and again, that had a great bend in this thing and a great flexibility, right? So it worked out good. Paired up with the Andros level line reel by Rapala as well, and then again 832. 30-pound line. And Mike, this is kind of where you brought in your expertise on your setup, right? So
Yeah.
talk a little. Start from going
pretty
down.
much. We just use like a styrofoam float.
Okay.
And then you run down, put that on your main line, and underneath the float you put some lead weight,
Yeah, some pencil lead, right?
some pencil lead, yep, a little 2-inch chunk. You don't need much. Maybe that might be a little bit big, a little bit smaller, because the jigs we were using, they are, you know, weighted as well, so it's a little extra weight. And then we were using our leader line, was 20-pound Suffix fluorocarbon.
Cool.
Did a really good job, held up on those fish no problem.
Great. And then again, just basic. We were just float fishing really today.
Yep,
Short
short
floats, and
floats.
we weren't casting very far either, which is kind of nice.
That's good, yeah, all the fish were biting.
That's good.
Yep.
So again, folks, we're going to follow up with a quick list for you here. Stay tuned and take some notes.
All tackle and gear is available at Steveston Marine and Hardware.
That was a good set. Oh yeah, float down. Nice. I think we found the fish again, Mike.
Yeah, I think so.
They've decided to cooperate again
Yeah.
with us. A little bit of a lull. That's all right. It's all
Yeah.
part of fishing, though. But when I say a lull, I mean 10 minutes
Yeah,
in
10
between
minutes.
fish, and then we just back-to-back casts here.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just having a coffee break. So
That's right. Yeah, they were taking a break. They knew we were getting tired. Watch this. Oh, big.
Whoa,
Yeah, beauty
it's a
fish.
nice one.
Oh yeah. This one's got some color on it.
Yeah.
So we'll show this fish off here, and this is probably one you would not want to take home. It's got a little bit of extra color on it.
Yeah.
Not as colored as that zombie fish that came up and winked at us.
Yeah, the zombie there. Yeah.
I don't think he's not ready yet. This one's in full control right now. good fighting fish. It's amazing how strong these fish are. And
Yeah, it sure is.
how far away from the ocean from here, you figure? Oh, well, this is up at Kilby area.
Yeah, Kilby
So
area,
we got,
we're in the mouth of the Harrison.
we got Maple Ridge Mission in between
Maple
us.
Ridge,
Poco,
Mission,
Coquitlam, and then
Coquitlam.
yeah, we're a ways away, and these fish are still pretty fresh, right?
Still
Some of them
pretty
have been-
fresh. Yeah, a few days out of the ocean.
and
so.
they fight like a
Yep.
Dickens, too. It's awesome. Oh, this one's turning.
There you swing them up.
Hold on.
And
Sorry yet. Not ready yet, Mike.
Beauty.
Sir.
there we go.
Oh, no.
You got them.
There we go. Wow. So that's a big male, eh?
Yeah, it's a nice male.
Okay, we're gonna let this one again. And this one's got some black belly on it. This is not one you typically want to keep anyway. These are ones you want to let go and finish their cycle here. But we're gonna let this guy go. He's ready now.
Boom. Off he goes. Another
Easy.
Nice fish by Mike. Here it goes.
Swam away, healthy and happy.
Another nice fish.
I'm gonna thank you, Mike,
Yeah.
for having us, man. This is a
My pleasure.
fantastic fishery. And folks, you want to take part in this, give Mike a call at Prestige Sport Fishing there, and you're gonna come out and enjoy this. You got other opportunities we talked about on the show that you do and stuff like that too. And this is an underutilized fishery for you. I don't know why more people aren't doing this. And even the weather. I mean, you dress warm enough, you're fine, right?
That's right. Yep.
So it's all good.
Just for the weather.
We got to thank Rick Clark too for running the camera boat
Yeah.
and the old Obi there. It's great of him to come out and he even hooked some fish today
He
too.
did. That's right.
It was good. But also, folks, thank you for joining us on BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. We look forward to having you join us in a future episode. Stay tuned during the credits here. We're going to answer some of your questions that were sent in via Facebook and Twitter.
Your Toyota BC dealers proudly present BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Made possible by Rapala, crafted from experience. Yamaha, what kind of Yamaha are you? Kingfisher, fish the good times. The Pacific Salmon Foundation, bringing them back stream by stream. Port Boathouse, our official servicing dealership, along with
Okay, so we just got our question here from Luhu Alger. Her question is, why is it whenever my husband goes fishing, he comes home with no fish? And my first response is, well, maybe he's not fishing. Maybe he spent time at the pub having a beer or two and not actually fishing. But if in case he is fishing, there's lots of things, right? Obviously, time of year.
Time of year. Does he have a hook on?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is he standing on the right rock?
Yeah. Is there actually fish running in the area
Oh,
he's
that's
fishing?
right. Yeah.
But I guess the biggest one is he's obviously not reading BC Outdoor
Oh,
magazine.
that's right.
Folks, make sure you send your questions in via Facebook and Twitter, and we'll be sure to answer them on a future episode as well.